senior officer was taking a late-night stroll around the perimeter. The battalion commander, a distinguished colonel, stopped in the shadows as he spotted the movement. He watched in silence as the lone recruit repeatedly hurled himself at the obstacles. The colonel stepped forward. "Private." Gomer stopped mid-stride and turned, immediately snapping to a crisp salute despite the darkness. "Good evening, sir." "What is your name, Private?" the colonel asked, his voice calm and authoritative. "Gomer-Pyle, sir." "What are you doing here, Pyle?" "I am running the obstacle course, and I am really doing it too." The colonel furrowed his brow, confused by the unusual sight. "Why? You being punished?" "Oh, no, sir," Gomer replied quickly, his tone warm and conversational. "You see, it is like this. Sergeant Carter, he is my drill instructor. That means drill instructor. I know. Well, anyways, he has had these 3 honor platoons in a row. Ain't that wonderful?" "Yes, but I do not see what that has," the colonel began, but Gomer enthusiastically talked over him. "Well, I did not want to be the cause of him not getting another, because he has really got his heart set on it. Do you not know it is going to make his mama and daddy proud? So what I am doing is, I am out here practicing, and I am doing real good, too. Do you want to see me?" The colonel, taken aback by the incredible dedication and sheer goodwill of the young man, softened his posture. He had seen many things in his years of service, but a recruit giving up his sleep to ensure his instructor won an award was entirely new. "No, Private, I think you better get back to your hut and get some rest. Why did you say your name was?" "Private Gomer-Pyle, sir. You can call me Gomer if you want to." "Yes. You sure you do not want to see me do it? It will not take me but a minute." "No, never mind," the colonel insisted gently. "You are going back to your quarters." "Yes, sir. Good evening, sir." Chapter 8. The Intervention. The following morning, Sergeant Carter marched through the administrative building, an unyielding scowl fixed permanently on his face. He passed by Vince, who was organizing a stack of paperwork. "Do not tell me. Pyle is in sick bay again," Vince said, noting Carter's foul mood. "Right. Yeah, and it is that acute asthenia," Carter grumbled, his voice low and dangerous. "Oh, we will see about that. Where are you going?" "To see the battalion commander and get him thrown out of here. Him and his asthenia." "Asthenia? I know. Carter marched up to the commander's office, knocking firmly before stepping inside. "Come in, sir. Gunnery Sergeant Carter, reporting to battalion commander with a request." The colonel sat behind his large desk, looking up with a warm, approving smile. "At ease, Carter. What is on your mind?" "Well, sir, it is about one of my requests. A Private Gomer-Pyle." The colonel's eyes lit up in instant recognition. "Sir, he is about—" "Oh, Gomer-Pyle. Yes. Oh." The colonel has already heard about it. Carter nodded firmly, assuming the worst was finally over. "I am not one bit surprised, sir." "Carter," the colonel said, standing up and walking around the desk to clap the sergeant on the shoulder. "I do not know how you do it, but you do it." Carter blinked, utterly confused. "Sir, now do not be modest." "Carter, to inspire conscientiousness in a recruit that will make him want to go out and run that obstacle course at night, when he ought to be sleeping. You have got to be pretty persuasive." Carter's jaw went slack. "Sir, well, there he was last night," the colonel continued proudly. "You're Gomer-Pyle, running that obstacle course like a veteran, and telling me what a great drill instructor you are. How do you do it? Carter, it is no wonder you get honor platoons." The colonel returned to his desk, beaming. "I wish you would share your secret with the other drill instructors at this base. We could use more men like you and more recruits like Gomer-Pyle. Right? What was your request?" "Sergeant, you want to make Pyle your guide and bearer? You go right ahead. You do not have to ask me about that." Carter stood frozen, his mind reeling. The very man he came to expel was the reason the colonel was praising him to the high heavens. He swallowed hard, abandoning his original mission instantly. Well, carry on, Sergeant. Is there anything else, Sergeant? Sergeant. Carter shook his head slowly, finally finding his voice. Yes, sir? Oh, no, sir. Thank you, sir. Chapter 9, The Water's Edge. That night, the barracks were plunged into darkness. Gomer quietly slipped out of his bed, determined to perfect his technique on the rope swing. As he reached the door, he accidentally knocked a boot against a footlocker. The loud thump caused a stir among the sleeping men. It is not you, Michael. It cannot hurt. Hold it down. Hold it down. A recruit muttered in the dark. Another voice hissed. What is the matter with you knuckleheads? Did you see we got a man sleeping here? As you were. Pipe down. This boy needs a sleep. He's got acute asthenia. Unfazed and unnoticed, Gomer slipped out into the cool night. He made a beeline straight for the obstacle course. He stood before the deep pool of muddy water, reaching for the thick hemp rope. Suddenly, a figure stepped out from the shadows. It was Sergeant Carter, who had been waiting for him. Hey, Sergeant! Gomer called out happily, completely unafraid. Sir, what do you think you're doing out here, boy? Carter demanded, though his voice lacked its usual venomous bite. He stepped closer, looking at the earnest recruit. Well, sir, do you not know the punishment for leaving your quarters after you have been secured for the night? Yes, sir, but what are you trying to do? Get yourself court-martialed, boy. No, sir. Then what are you doing out here? Gomer stepped away from the water's edge, looking at Carter with absolute sincerity. Well, sir, the fact is I have been coming out here to practice running that obstacle course. I wanted to help you get that there honor platoon, and you will not believe this. Sir, but I think I got this course lit. You have, huh? Carter sighed, rubbing the back of his neck. For the first time, he saw not a defiant troublemaker, but a young man with a heart full of loyalty. Yes, sir. Here, let me show you, Gomer offered eagerly, grabbing the rope. No, that is all right, Carter said hastily, reaching out to stop him. Well, I will be glad to do it. It will not take me but a minute. No, never mind. No. Look, boy, it is good you can run the course. But you got to do it during regular hours. You understand? Yes, sir. Now, tomorrow you can show me how good you can do it. Yes, sir. Gomer agreed, his face shining with pride. And I do it real good, too. I shove off just right and go right across and everything. Here, let me show you. Before Carter could stop him, Gomer gripped the rope. Carter lunged forward to grab him, but in his haste, his boot slipped on the muddy embankment. He waved his arms wildly, entirely losing his balance. With a tremendous, echoing splash, the great, terrifying drill instructor tumbled backward into the dark, murky water. Gomer stood on the dry bank, holding the rope and peering down into the pool. Carter came up sputtering, his crisp uniform completely ruined, wiping mud from his eyes. What happened, Sergeant? Gomer asked with deep concern in a gentle, helpful tone. Did you not give yourself a good enough push? See, when you go all the way across like that, you got to shove off real hard, and then you will swing right back, and your weight will take you all the way over. I did it. The morning sun beat down mercilessly upon the dusty expanse of the Marine Corps Boot Camp parade ground, casting long shadows and shimmering waves of heat into the heavy air. A large transport bus rumbled to a halt near the barracks, its doors hissing open to release a fresh batch of recruits eager, or perhaps merely bewildered to begin their rigorous transformation into United States Marines. Among them stood Private Gomer-Pyle, a young man with a heart as wide as his native countryside, and a mind perpetually wandering through gentle, folksy memories. As he stepped down from the bus and was nudged along by the brisk commands of the personnel, Gomer could not help but share his thoughts with anyone within earshot, chatting amiably about how Floyd the barber back home used to cut hair. According to Gomer, what Floyd would do was leave it a little long in the back, then cut off the sideburns right about even with the ear hole, trim a little bit off the top, rub in some pomade, part on the side.